Hello, YouTube, and welcome to day number 123. It is 7:30 in the afternoon right now. I have been to the gym. I hit pull, and it was a nice little session. It was a lot better than yesterday's, which was a very long push session. Not very long, like time-wise, but very long mentally. I feel like on the cut, everything's just feeling a bit more sluggish and a bit more mentally taxing, you could say. But today was wonderful. I've been trying to get more fats in, and I've been also trying to get some carbs in before the gym. And I know that sounds like, duh, of course you're supposed to be doing that. But I don't know, I've just been waking up having some jelly and having a banana. Whereas today I woke up and I had 2 pieces of toast with 1 banana on them, like chopped up. And I put some honey on there. And it tasted decent, to be fair. And I also had half of 1 packet of biscuits. Okay, I know that sounds a bit crazy, but that's all of my well, okay, I'm having the whole packet of biscuits in total today, and that will work out to be my daily carb allowance. I'm holding the mic today. I don't know why. I just feel like it. But yeah, I'm going to the cinema today at about 8 o'clock. I'm going to watch Obsession. Something. It's a horror film. It's cool. It's something to do with being obsessed. I'm going with 2 of my friends. So yeah, we're gonna go to the movies, and I wanted a movie snack, but one that was like okay for me to eat. Like, I didn't want to go over my calories insane amount, but I also wanted it to be sweet, because I would feel left out if I'm at the if I'm at the gym. I would feel a bit left out if I'm going to the movies, to the cinema, and they're gonna have snacks and stuff. Like, I don't want to be the only one not eating. I love eating. Eating is like top 3 best things of all time, in my opinion. I think eating is just insane. But yeah, so I didn't want to feel left out or anything. So why does my camera quality look really bad? Well, okay. Anyway, there, let's see if that... I don't know if I'm in focus. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I've made, the viral Japanese cheesecake. It's a bit out of trend now. Like, it was a month ago, I think, that it was popular. Maybe longer ago. Actually, I think it was a lot longer ago. But it's Greek yogurt, I'm pretty sure. And you get the whole tub of Greek yogurt. I've got a kilo. And you just get biscuits and you stick them in to the Greek yogurt, like, vertically. And you leave them in there to soak, and they will get soft, and that's it, essentially. But I mixed up the yogurt first, and I put cinnamon and, like, I forgot how much honey I put in there. I think it was like 8 grams of honey that I put in there. So cinnamon and honey, and then I put the biscuits in, and that's gonna be my snack, but also my dinner. Yeah, let me try and point you down a bit more. Maybe I'm getting a bit overexposed, but yeah, that's gonna be my snack for the movies, but also my dinner, since it's like 1,000 calories, I'm pretty sure. But saying that, what was I gonna say? Saying that, it's got like 90 grams of protein, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, that might be a bit much, because a kilo of Greek yogurt, you have to remember. So I'm getting my protein in with this meal. I think it's like 80 grams of protein. And then I've also had a chicken breast earlier today. Yeah, so I'm getting some good protein into there. And it's a one-off. This is the first time I've cheated, like actually cheated on my diet, and I haven't really cheated. Sorry. Yeah, but I did eat, because I only used half of the packet of biscuits, so the other half was just laying there, and then I decided why not? And I just had the rest of them. Yeah, so I had the rest of the biscuits today. So I've had a whole packet of, it's just normal biscuits, but yeah, I've had a whole packet of biscuits today. But it's okay, because I still think I'm about maintenance calories. It's not like I went over my maintenance calories. Also, oh my gosh, guess what happened today? I wake up, I go to the toilet, I come back, I weigh myself. I'm 76.7 kilos, I think, which is absurd for me. Not absurd, but as in like, it's completely new territory for me. I've never, in the last like 3 or 4 years, probably 4 years, I've never been 76. I've never seen 76 or lower. So yeah, it's crazy. And it's even more crazy because I dropped a kilo in a day, or 2 days, or 3 days, I don't know. But yeah, I dropped a whole kilo, so that was interesting as well. This is almost like a ramble video, like an ASMR, but it's not ASMR. I don't know. I listen to ASMR. You guys listen to ASMR? ASMR is good. It's if you can't sleep, try out some ASMR. You know, if you like having stuff on in the background. I don't know why I'm trying to pitch ASMR to you, but yeah, if you just like having background noise on, just, you know, either when you go to sleep or just in general, then and if you don't listen to ASMR, then maybe try out some ASMR. It might be, you know, what your life is missing. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna pause because I don't know what the frig to talk about. Okay, I know what to talk about. I paused it for like half a second. Star Wars. Okay, Star Wars. I have started watching Star Wars again because what did I do? I watched episode number 1, 2, 3, and I think 4 with one of my friends. Or I think we watched all the way up to 5. He'd already watched it before. I'd never watched Star Wars in like the 17 years of my life. I'd never watched Star Wars. So we watched Star Wars. Actually, no, I think I was like 18. We watched Star Wars. And then we like stopped watching films together. So like the 6th one, which is like the big one, I'm pretty sure. What happens in the 6th one? I forgot what happens in the 6th one. See, and this is why I'm rewatching them. So I had to watch the 6th one by myself, but I watched it like a year after I'd watched the first 5. And I personally like not very disliked, but I pretty heavily disliked the 4th and the 5th. The 5th one was okay, but the 4th movie was horrible. I really disliked the 4th movie. It was just so slow and nothing really happened. From my memory, at least. But yeah, sorry. I've started watching Star Wars again. I've watched the first one, episode 1. The prequels, I love the prequels. I like the prequels more than the main trilogy, or the original trilogy, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I used to like Jar Jar Binks. I used to like him when I watched it the first time, but now I'm watching it back, he's kind of PMO. But everyone dislikes him, apparently. But yeah, Jar Jar Binks, man. I don't know, he's a bit of a weird guy. And apparently he was supposed to be a Sith Lord. I don't really know what that means. Like a Sith Lord? Like, you know, one of the Sith. One of the top bad guys, I guess. I don't know. I want to get into Star Wars, especially with the new Mandalorian movie coming out. Because I want to watch Mandalorian. You know, I don't know, I feel like the Star Wars verse is so deep. Like the lore runs deep. Yeah, speaking of actually, wait, let me finish this Star Wars. So I'm on the 2nd episode right now. I think I'm halfway through. Am I? What happened? Yeah, I must be halfway. No. Anakin. Yeah, I must be halfway through. No. Boba Fett. Alright, we've seen Boba Fett. Of which, by the way, I feel like he would be linked to the Mandalorian, because I'm pretty sure Mandalorian is a bounty hunter. But I don't know if it's set in the same time frame. Like time. not time frame. I don't know. Yeah. So Obi-Wan has chased Boba Fett, and he knows the secrets. Not the secrets. Oh no, they all right. Anakin and Padme went to go save Obi-Wan. Halfway in the second one. That's where I'm at. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm not gonna give any spoilers. But you know, like the big main thing, who is Darth Vader? Like I didn't know that the first time I watched it. So it was crazy. I didn't know who he was. If you don't know anything about Star Wars and you like plot twists, it's worth watching, I think. It's crazy. But yeah. So I've been watching this YouTube channel, and it's this guy. I've watched like 2 videos, but the first one was the like real story behind Zootopia. And that was like kind of crazy. It was like, so you know, in the first one, how that sheep lady, the mayor, she was like the evil person. She was evil, but she was kind of like a cover-up and a scapegoat almost. This is the theory, at least. So, you know, in the second, if you've seen, you have to have watched both the first and the second one to understand, kind of. But in the second one, it's revealed that the Lynx family, I think that's what they are, I forgot, but whatever they are, that family, they are like another kind of boss, you know, mafia boss kind of vibe family, same as the Biggs, you know, Mr. Big. So the Lynx family, like, they wanted, I forgot what it was, there was an ulterior motive. They wanted to shut down Mr. Big's like system, which is why they, I don't know, I kind of forgot, but the one that I watched recently was crazy. It was Ratatouille, and I'm a massive fan of Ratatouille. So imagine, yeah, Gusto was a fraud, okay, and this is absurd. Okay, Gusto was a fraud. He was also using a rat, like the same as Linguini. It's crazy. It's absurd. I'm not gonna say any more about that. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna link the videos in the description of this video. They're worth watching. Like if you like the movies, then they're worth watching at least. The Ratatouille one was crazy. Because Gusto's career, it fell down like pretty quick, pretty abruptly, you could say. So it makes sense. Like he explains it all. I thought at the start I was like, okay, it's a bit of a stretch, but then the more he explained it, the more I was like, oh, okay, you know what, this might be something that was thought about in the background while they were making all of this. But it's overlooked. It's very easily overlooked as well. Like everyone kind of overlooked the fact that Gusto was a fraud. But, you know, it's very underlying, very movie analyst kind of thing. But yeah, anyway, horror film tonight. I'm gonna wear my glasses. I feel like when I go to the movies, I keep on saying that. The movies is like American, I swear. When I go to the cinema, I can see, but it looks like slightly blurry, so I need to wear my glasses, obviously. But I don't usually wear my glasses, but because it's so far away, I feel like it makes it a bit blurry. Wow, that's almost like having bad eyesight. Oh my gosh, that's almost the whole reason I have glasses. Yeah. What else happened? I got all the boys on last night for the first time in a while. That was fun, you know. You ever have a friend group of people and they kind of not really drift, but you just don't really hop on, like all of you in a while. But yeah, I got them all on. That's what happened last night. That was good. That was some good fun. We hopped on Rocket League, even though I'm the only one who's good at Rocket League. We ran some 2v2s, custom game 2v2s, but I wasn't allowed to. What wasn't I? I wasn't allowed to boost. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to boost. It made it a lot more even, let's say. But I think I did win every game that I was a team, that I was part of. That I was part of a team. Every team that I was on won, basically. Yeah, I love Rocket League, man. Rocket League is such a nice game. It's the first game I ever played on this Xbox. Not this Xbox, on any Xbox that I had. It's the first game, because I got it with the Xbox. Even though I did want Rocket League in the first place. Like, I bought the Xbox to get Rocket League, but Rocket League also came with the console for free. It was kind of crazy. It was like a package deal or something. So yeah, and then I've been playing Rocket League ever since like 2017, I think. I've almost been playing Rocket League for 10 years. Whoa, that's crazy. I have cousins that aren't 10. Most of my cousins aren't 10, actually. I've got, you know what I clocked yesterday? I've got a Fortnite creative map or creative world that is older than most of my cousins. Like, that's absurd. That's so weird to think about. I'm just yapping now. This is a very background video. I'm gonna name this, play this in the background, or background noise rambling. I don't know. But yeah, this is a long video. I don't think I'm done yet. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna say I need to charge my phone, and I do, but it is on charge already. But it's charging through the receiver for the mic. I don't know how to explain it any better, but yeah. Also, I got obsessed with candles in general, but scented candles, like a year and a half ago. And now I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 scented candles, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Even like, especially as someone who I don't really go shopping, or I don't really like spend a lot of money on stuff. I don't think, at least. Maybe I do. I don't know. I figured it out as well. I spend about like £20-ish a week on food, because I'll get chicken breast, and that's like £12.50 for 2 kilos. And then what else do I get? What else do I buy? I buy eggs. I'll buy chicken breast. I buy Diet Cola, and I buy jelly. And my jelly is like £1.20 a day, because I use a whole like packet of jelly per day, because I'm just on my jelly grind. All right, hey, don't diss the jelly. It keeps me hydrated, and it cures my sweet tooth. Okay, maybe not cures. It suppresses my sweet tooth. Let's say that. Sugar-free jelly is the way forward. Sugar-free jelly and Diet Cola. Mate, it doesn't get better. I promise you, it doesn't get better than that. Yeah, also, I'm going to look like a weirdo walking into the cinema with a big tub of Greek yogurt. That would be interesting. I'm going to keep it in my bag, but yeah, I don't know. Also, isn't it a myth that you're not allowed to take stuff into the cinema? Like, you know, apparently sometimes they're funny with you. That's what my friend says, but I've never had that before. Like, they're always chill. They don't care, you know. You can bring your own sweets. They do not care at all. You've already paid. You paid for a ticket. As long as you're not bringing, like, I don't know, some messy stuff, then what are they going to do, you know? I guess I'm bringing yogurt, which is kind of messy, but it's not like I'm going to drip it everywhere, you know? Okay, now I'm just talking for the sake of talking, so I'm going to go. But thank you for watching. Today was day number 123. Tomorrow I'm trying to hit legs with he's not my cousin, but he's basically my cousin. I'm trying to hit legs with him. He's older than me, so yeah, I don't know, but I've messaged him and he hasn't responded yet, so we will see if he wants to hit legs. If not, then I'm just hitting legs by myself, I guess. Unless my friend wants to come and do legs, but I doubt he wants to hit legs. He never wants to hit legs. Yeah, I'm usually alone for leg days, so we will see. We will see. I might do squats tomorrow as well, as in like barbell squats, depending on how I feel, I guess. It does take a lot out of you, but it does. I'm trying to build my glutes a bit more, or maybe not even build, because I am cutting. But I'm trying to work on my glutes a bit more, because I've never really directly hit my glutes, not on purpose at least. So yeah, I don't know. And I feel like glutes are very important for your physique, because in, what is it, side chest, any side pose, I feel like your glutes are very important in just the whole frame, in the whole structure. But yeah, okay, anyway, thank you for watching. Go check out some of my other videos. If you like this kind of video where I just sit down and talk, watch my first video ever. Yeah, it's kind of the same. It might be worse quality, it might be better quality, who knows. I know that the lighting was pretty good, because I recorded it at like 12 o'clock, not at night, in the daytime. But I didn't have a mic. I've only had this mic for like 2-3 weeks now. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, bye bye, thank you for watching.